Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher of Realms. Welcome to the channel, guys. Have we actually gotten to a point where 200k blood on Nightmare 4 is becoming normal? This is pretty insane. I'm going to show you this team today, so without further ado, let's dig in. Alrighty, so I guess what we're gonna be doing is looking at Nightmare 4 today. You know me, I like to push damage numbers. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like to push damage numbers as well. Pushing the ceiling of these bosses is what I enjoy, and there's plenty of other people that do it as well. They're just not as public about it. But anyways, today we're gonna be looking at Nightmare 4. Okay, Nightmare 3, Nightmare 4 is gonna be the same exact thing. Right now, I think the high score is right around 240. This is becoming pretty common. Fall Life, congratulations. That's a heck of a team you got there. Really high awakenings, but yes, it's a heck of a team. There's a few heroes on here that are pretty key to achieve something like this. And we are at number 30 right now. Shout out to Miners Inc. Guys, we are looking for guild members, by the way. If you are an endgame player, you love guild versus guild, we are trying to build up that roster in our guild and start pushing the end game of GVG and trying to enjoy a lot more. Anyways, back to what I don't want to get sidetracked here. 207k blood on Nightmare 4, guys. 207k blood. It is so much damage, but this is the team that we're going to be using, okay? But yeah, Kagiri is sitting here at 587. He averages from at 587 to 600. Or Sun Wukong is always in that 450 range. Same thing with Numera if you play her right. Then we have Nastius in at 253. Then we have Morden at 195.3. And then we have Vorn as well as another support. What are the key heroes here? Well, let's go into the fight right away. I'm just going to break this down. I don't want to hold you guys up too much. You can check out the gear at the end of the fight. I'll go over it with you. But a couple key heroes here are going to be Leia. And we're going to be using Durza. Durza is going to be our inspiration unit. We're going to be using Ireless to help with damage increase. Similar thing with Leia. And then we're going to be using Laurel for cycling out. And we're having that Watcher squad and the ESO squad. Almost very similar to the high-end Abyss team that I just did a video on that not so long ago. You should check that out as well. But let's break into this fight and just show you how bad this isn't. All right, let's get into the fight mode. Okay, here comes the boss. Now, I'm just gonna break this down. I think a lot of you guys know how Guild Boss works. If you are a new player, there's a lot of videos out there for new players for Guild Boss, Nightmare 3, Nightmare 4. And I encourage you to check those out. But also, don't be afraid to stick around and just see what the potential of this is and how this all works. So first one, obviously, we're going to start out with Kagiri, the biggest, baddest DPS single target AoE pretty much in the game as far as physical damage fighter, okay? And then we're going to go ahead with our Wings of Grace, Durza. He's our inspiration unit. He's going to be putting out magic vulnerabilities. Going to be helping the heroes stay alive from time to time. He brings so much utility. One of my favorite heroes. If I could just figure out how to get him to work in Abyss. All right, then we're gonna go ahead and place down Sun Wukong. As far as the DPS goes, he is going to be the second biggest DPS as far as I know in the game. And I've tried to push his numbers higher and higher and higher, and we just keep ending up right around that 450. He just doesn't keep up with Mr. Kagiri. That being said, we're going to place Ireless here facing to the right. That's going to put the invigoration buff on Sun Wukong. So these two do also have their invigoration. Ireless offers a lot of rage regen, a lot of healing. She's going to help keep the team alive. And she also puts out some massive damage increases from time to time. Comboed with Durza, when their HP drops below 75%, which he makes happen automatically, is going to give them the 50% damage boost as long as they have, I forget what it's called. Health something. There's a buff she puts out. I can't remember what it's called. You guys can let me know in the comment section. But we're going to move on now, and we're going to go for our Morden. We're going to face him over here. Well, that's the wrong one. Morden over here facing down. He's going to need 20 seconds to charge up. So 4 minutes and 44 seconds down to 4 minutes and 24 seconds, 4 minutes 23 seconds. He has to take a little bit of damage in order to get that full boost, but once he does, You can bring him back in, and then he'll do a ton of more damage. I think it's like a 20% or so attack increase, if I remember correctly. But you do want to start him off facing downwards and then move him in after he gets that full boost. It stays on him permanently, and then he can just sit there and attack the boss. Alright, going from there, we're going to go ahead and put down our Numera right here next to Kiri, facing up. And then we're going to go ahead and place our Laurel here, facing to the right. That's going to give an invigoration buff to Numera. Laurel's gear doesn't really matter as long as it's an invigoration set, so it could literally be anything, okay? Then we're going to go ahead and place our Nasty up here, facing to the right. Now, we can go ahead and activate Numera right away. We are going to hold off on Kagiri Sun Wukong for these first hits until Durza is ready. We're going to go ahead and activate Durza. We're going to activate Kagiri. We're going to activate Sun Wukong. As soon as they activate, you can go ahead and pull off Laurel. We're going to go ahead and put Leia in and then activate her as well. So Leia is going to be in a Tumultuous Horn. That's going to give her a 50% boost to her raid on deployment. Since we're cycling her in or out, I found that to be much more useful than her actual own artifact, which gives like the random buffs, okay? So that she can go out in there and she can usually get her cycle out pretty quickly and in a timely manner, be boosting them while they are ready to ultimate. To each his own. I found similar numbers with each. It's not too much different that you guys have to worry about it too much. We can go ahead and swap in Morden now. One other thing you keep in mind, if you wanted to hold until Morden was ready, you could wait, because Leia is an invigoration set. You wait until Morden gets into that range, and then go ahead and place down your Leia and do your whole Laurel swap if you wanted to. Either way, it's up to you, whichever you find better. There's just going to be ready right away for his ultimate again, and we are just going to keep on doing our thing. It's just pretty simple. You don't have to think too much. Every once in a while, you might want to wait because Durz is not quite ready with his ultimate or activating Kagiri and Sun Wukong because they don't have inspiration up, and he needs to have his ult going to also put the inspiration up and the physical and magic damage vulnerabilities on the boss. So you may want to wait for that occasionally if it's timely. One thing to keep in mind is as long as Durz is on the field, Kagiri's ultimate can activate from him doing damage to the allies. So he will just go without Durza or without being hit by the boss. You don't have to worry about it. Durza will take care of you, okay? When you activate Leia's ultimate, you're going to want to make sure that everybody's ultimates are used first, because when she first kicks in, they get a nice rage boost. And that's one of the big reasons that we're bringing her in as well. Alright, so Durz is ready again. Wait till he activates, then you can activate Numera. Kagiri, as soon as he's ready. Sun Wukong, as soon as he's ready. Coming up here on Laurel, 6 seconds. Let's go ahead and activate Morden. Then we're gonna pull our Leia off right around that 0.5, 0.6 mark. Swap in Laurel. Check the ultimate timers. If they're low, go ahead and immediately pull her off. She will give them a nice rage boost. You see they're up at 98%. You can activate Kagiri really quickly on the end there from Durza. Durza going again. Activate Numera. You're just trying to optimize as much damage as you can get in as little time as possible. Alright, that's all we're going for. As you can notice, we don't really have a decreased defense out there. Nightmare 4 has a relatively low defense, especially if you're endgame with builds with like Kagiri and stuff. Don't have to worry about it as much. So the damage boosts and the vulnerabilities are actually going to increase your damage more because their attack is already really high. Okay, so here we go. Let's just get back into this. Here comes Durza's ultimate. Alright, Kagiri should be up and ready pretty soon. I'm gonna get that off as soon as possible. That works. There you go. It's not super ideal that you're hitting the shield. He goes into a vulnerability state when the shield breaks. You get a nice little boost to your blood from the shield breaking, but it's nothing too crazy. And you don't have to worry too much about it, but yeah. You want to waste your ultimates on the shield if you're not pushing these kind of damage numbers. They will take care of it without doing it. All right, so we have 85% on Kagiri, 70% on Durza. So if I pull off Laurel now, Kagiri's gonna be losing about, I don't know, 30% or so rage boost. But Durza's already that far away, so I do want to bring her up and go ahead and activate Durza. We'll get Leia down first. We'll activate Durza, Leia, Kagiri, Sumukong, and then Numera. And then everybody's going to be fully boosted for that hit. So we just crossed 100k blood right around 2 minutes and 24 seconds, I think it was. Insane damage, guys. it's just crazy what we come to. I remember the days when we were just trying to barely get past that, I want to say 60k, 50k, 40k. I remember when we'd hit those numbers and we'd just be like, this is a serious achievement back then. And now it's kind of like, you know, it's good. All right, this time right here, after that shield, I'm going to wait for Durza to come back to his ultimate. It's not that long. It's not that far away. We're gonna go ahead and wait. Let's go ahead and activate Durza. We'll do the whole Durza, Leia, Giri, Numera, Sumukong. We want to get Sumukong like right before Leia activates, okay? And then everybody has their inspiration effect going on. We have big damage numbers coming out. And Morden should be coming up. There we go. All right. Hopefully these numbers end up being as high as I like them to be. I'm not sure if they're going to be. I'm going to go ahead and activate these boys right now. I'm going to hit Kagiri's as soon as he's going to get hit by the boss. I'm going to pull up Leia. Get Laurel in there. Wait for Durza. Activate him. Go ahead, pull up your Laurel. Get your Vorn back out. I know it's kind of weird using Vorn as a sub-in, but it does work. Alright, there's Kagiri. Here comes Numera. Big money. We're looking for a little over 150k plus. Actually, be a little nicer to get to like the 155, 160 by, I want to say, a minute to really hit that 200k. But it can be tight, guys. Yeah, biggest thing for me getting past that, or we did hit it right around 160k. Biggest thing for me getting past that is awakenings. I think that Vorn could use some extra awakenings. Leia could use some extra awakenings. It's just, it is what it is. At this point with these teams, all you really need to do is try to push those awakenings a lot higher. So 172, 40 seconds left. I can either wait on Sumukong or activate. I'm gonna go ahead and hit him. I'll go ahead and hit Numera as well. Hopefully I can get another hit back again. Get him going. Get Durza going again. Then we'll activate Giri. 30 seconds left. Looks like the Laurel swap is about to happen again. Alright, here comes Vorn. Put down Laurel. Get the cycle going immediately. Go ahead and place down your Leia. Activate her. Right there, the two boys as well. Get Numera going as well. We got 15 seconds left. It's not bad, it's not bad. Alright, 195, 10 seconds to go. Can we get another sneaky alt off from somebody? I don't think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen. Come on, Kagiri. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I think you got it, I think you got it. There you go, over 200. Over 200. So I've been hitting like 207, 208 every day. Thank God that didn't update, I didn't want it to. Check out the stats here. 581 on Kagiri, just like I was showing. He does pop 600 from time to time. 442 out of Sumukong. We have 430 coming out of Numera. Then we have 259 coming out of Nastia. 143 coming out of Morden. There is other placements you can try if you want to try to put your Durza one step up, but then you want to build Sumukong with a lot more rage regen because he's not going to be getting the Laurel cycle alt boost. So that's something to keep in mind. And we have Vorn here at 108 and Durza popping a nice solid 1.6. Anyways, let's get into the heroes builds here so you guys can see it. As you can see, it is absolutely insane what we've come to, right? Obviously, yeah, I just hit 207 with that one. But yeah, world rankings right now, Fall Life 240, Bobby 237, REM, Grab, I think it's Grab, 231, Uncle at 229, just large numbers. And they're roughly the same team for the most part here, right? This one looks like it still has Vorn, but it's just running our boy Init. I actually really like, I'm a big fan of Init, to be honest with you. Anyways, onto the builds. We're gonna have Leia here, 27k HP, 14k attack. Really all you need is to make sure that she's nice and fast, has enough attack for healing, and you want to have that tumultuous horn, and then running Wings of Grace. Typical healer build here. Light's Grace on the left side, attack speed, rage regen, attack bonus, healing effect. She does have two exclusives here. Increases damage and healing effect by 8%. That one's not really that important. But she does have her weapon. During the ultimate latest, basic attack is guaranteed to be enhanced. This helps with the healing a little bit. Sumu Kong. Sumu Kong is coming in at 41k HP, 26.5k attack, 382% crit damage, and this version is only running 47% rage regen. If you build him, if you do the placements where you have Durza one spot up and you're cycling Laurel right behind or right below him, then you're gonna want to go ahead and make sure you build him up to 60, 70, 80% rage regen. Wings of Grace, quad rolls, attack speed, crit rate, crit damage, attack speed. Attack percentage, crit rate, crit damage, attack speed. One crit damage piece here, I believe, an attack bonus. And then two of these pieces have rage regen and one of them has flat attack. Kagiri, 38k HP, 27k attack, 394.5% crit damage, 73.5% rage regen, maxed out demonic relic. Obviously these are boosted as well, so that's something to keep in mind. Quad rolls again and wicked vengeance. This one is without crit rate because I have crit rate out of these four pieces here, and the breastplate is able to pick up some extra rage regen. So attack bonus here with some rage regen, attack bonus here with flat attack, or crit damage here with some rage regen. So very nice gear on Kagiri. Ireless, same thing. You just want to make her fast, run a euphoric orb to help with the attack speed boost. I'm just making her super fast to try to make sure she gets that healing prayer. I just think I remembered the word, it was healing prayer. Invigoration set, typical healer build. Just make sure she has invigoration or Wings of Grace to apply a buff. Durza, on the other hand, we're running a Tear of Twilight. Nice buff on there, maxed out. Two Warlord pieces, you know, attack bonus. Attack speed is nice here, but I just couldn't pass up this massive attack bonus boost. Rage regen, you want a lot of rage regen as well. Attack speed, attack bonus, rage regen. As far as the right side gear, you want to have the Wings of Grace set. Attack bonus, if you can boost it a little bit, that's nice. Flat attack, that's the most important thing. And then you want to have some attack speed and rage regen if you can get it. This would be a super ideal piece. So attack speed, flat attack, and rage regen with attack bonus on all three of the pieces is what you're looking for. Nastia, starting to get into some leftover gear here. We have Tear of Twilight, Wicked Vengeance, quad rolls. This one is an attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage with rage regen. Try to keep her cycling back to her ult a little bit faster. Attack bonus, flat attack, attack bonus, flat attack, and attack bonus, flat attack. Just raw attack. Morden, 0% rage regen, 25k attack, 38k HP, 345% crit damage. Soul Arcana, attack bonus, flat attack bonus, flat attack. Then we have a quad roll with flat attack on the breastplate. And then we have a quad roll with attack speed on the weapon. And then his Nightfall exclusive artifact is sitting at level 16 and not fully boosted or anything like that yet, but something I have to work on. And he also puts up vulnerabilities and damage reduction, I believe. I think it's damage reduction. I know he does the vulnerabilities. Shattered Hilt, 410 attack, boosted on there. It is just maxed out, nothing too special for Numera. Then we have a quad roll here with attack speed, quad roll here with attack speed. Then Hell's Lament. Hell's Lament is actually an amazing set for Numera. There is an exclusive piece here but I didn't have a quad roll for it, and I didn't find it that important. So I just had to go with attack bonus, the quad roll, flat attack across the board here on Hell's Lament. Very, very good gear on her. It made a heck of a difference having her in Hell's Lament versus Soul Arcana. Lightcaller's Claw on Vorn. As he's not boosted either, he's only awakened level 0, so he has a low priority on the gear list. Attack bonus, well, just a quad roll attack speed here, and a quad roll flat attack on the breastplate. I like to boost that attack a lot. As you can see, gear is just kind of starting to fall off a little bit, but attack bonus, flat attack bonus with HP bonus because I actually ran out of ones with flat attack. Otherwise, I would just run flat attack on all three. Just boost them up as well. And here's your Laurel. Nightmare Samsara comes back to her ultra fast, but the artifact doesn't even matter. You just need random junky invigoration gear for her to cycle out and give somebody invigoration buff. You're gonna have to try to time Leos with Morden if you move him in and then place your Leia after that, but then you have to wait 20 seconds into the fight to make that happen. It's kind of rough. Anyways, guys, that's all I have for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. We did hit number 30. I'm going to continue pushing this every single time I have some kind of change in the team. Maybe I awaken Nasty a little bit further. There is a little bit further. Maybe I get an awakening for Vorn. You know, whatever. Vorn's A5 is a pretty big difference, and so is the A3. So anyways, guys, that's all I have for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Make sure you check out prospector.gg and join the Discord. It's a very active community. If you guys need any help with anything, you can feel free to ask. And we're all usually pretty good about, you know, answering your questions if you have. But anyways, I've been the Prospector. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep digging.